Inside the garage that I just signed the papers on, floor seems real sturdy. I'll have to put something down, obviously, to keep it from getting beat to death, and a little more moisture resistance. Door's not closed, so it's fully, so it's letting light in. Just standard basic trusses. When I go to close that up, probably just put a screen over that section, seal that up good. Well, seal up so bugs don't get in, then just leave that entire upper section open for venting. And these walls are 7'8". They could do the walls differently, but yeah, so you could insulate in these corners better. But this would be the first wall sheathing to go onto the nailing flange. It's because there's a gap like that, probably an inch or so gap, and then you put the next wall sheathing there. So it's start on that wall, and then you can go this way. But here, I'm gonna have to put in another 2x4, finish off that wall, and then go around to the front. Up in the corners here, that's gonna take some work. Yeah, you're gonna have to put in another 2x4 there for a nailing flange. And the same over here. This door is not a regular garage door, it's just a cheaper one, so that insulated, it's just real thin. Gonna leak out a lot of air, so yeah, if you're gonna use one of these for a cabin, and you want because you want the door framing, step back here, you would be replacing that with patio doors, French doors, something. That would let a huge amount of light in. So you could have put in a second door over here for like a fire escape. For dwellings, you got to have 2 doors, as far as I understand fire code. You could have like a door there, bathroom in the corner, bedroom over here. Change that to a window, an egress window you can escape out of. Because you got to have a fire escape. Got to be able to get out of the bedroom in the event of a fire, so you got to have a window of the design you can just pop out and get out right away. I'll step outside and show you the rest of it. That is not the price I paid. I paid less. So it was 10% off. For the sale, this is some kind of a stone color. And this is a chestnut brown, all urethane. The only thing you really need to do when the weather warms up is caulk these seams and joints to eliminate water getting in there. Eventually, when I get it to my place, next year I'll put it on a slab, and that'll help with the moisture and dirt splashing up on it. I don't know how it's going to do heated, but as you can see from the inside, there's only 2 windows. That's alright. Just a workshop, and you don't want people really seeing in there anyway, so I'll just put in heavy curtains. These are bigger windows than on the standard cabinet shop, but they're still the cheap ones. You can, from my understanding, you can option better windows. You can get probably regular windows in there that would be like in a house, or you could change them out later if you want to. That's a nice thing. You can get this now, and then upgrade later. Depends on the codes in your area. So you can see the garage door is quite wide. This is a 12 by 32, and you're gonna have a nice wide area to get stuff in and out of. And then it comes with the diamond plate threshold, so that's nice. You're not gonna get that thing beat up, you know, getting snowmobiles in and out and just everyday stuff dinging the heck out of that. So until next time, folks, take care. I wanted to take a look and see if I can get in this 12 by 32. $10% off, and comes at a good price. Some of these are older displays, some are brand new models. This one's new for 2018. I'm thinking if I were to get this, I would maybe put kitchen area right along here. Maybe put a second door in the corner. You know, like right here, have bathroom there, and then maybe, you know, do some work with the wall here. And put in a bedroom over here. All I would need to say, you know, you need is a you could go with a shower stall right in the corner and have enough room to have a toilet and a sink here. You could do it real narrow, kind of like a camper style. Still have room for a twin or full-size bed in here with a door that would be right here and just open up, walk in, and you have like a 9 by 8 room or something. Don't be too bad if that's all you need, space to sleep, because then the rest of your life would be over here in this area would be the dining and entertainment area. Oh, I see there's a gap in the paper up there that got ripped. That's a way for bugs to get in, so you'd have to fix that up. Maybe put some kind of mesh so you could still get venting. I would do the same here. I put the R30 whatever insulation, just pack that full of insulation and leave that for air passage all the way through. After wiring this place up, I would just foam insulate it. Except for that part, that would be like fiberglass or something, insulation batting in there. I think these are 24 on center roof. As long as the structure is code compliant, you can use it as a dwelling, but you'd have to get that inspected, at least in the state of Wisconsin, to determine if it's code compliant. And I'm sure these windows are not code compliant, because in the bedroom you'd want a window. I'll fix this for a guy. Yeah, that window was cracked open. You want windows you could easily escape out of. Kind of like in the basement, I do that for safety. So yeah, picture you could have a bed here. And this is 8 feet from that seam basically to the edge of the wall, so you could build a bunk in here. Yeah, get the bunk in here. You could have space for a small dresser or wherever you put the bunk. You'll need to have a kitchenette over here and have that as your living space, but I might go 14 by 40 on one like this to give you more options for bedroom area. If you already have a dwelling on your land, that is not going to be an issue using this as a living space really, because then you have sanitation facilities, but that is just guessing. So if you already have a dwelling on the property, like a mobile home or a regular house, and then you can put a shed on there, you know, for like guest room or something, or outgrow the house, but you don't want to go through the expense of an addition and all that, this is one option, as long as you have facilities for the occupants to use inside and they have access to it. This is a little 10 by 20. I don't know what the discount would be on that, but take a look inside this one. You can tell this is very, very tiny. You wouldn't have much of a house in this one because of the 4 feet of porch. Actually, that might be more than 4 feet. That could be 6. Oh, that could be 6 foot. Yeah, this could be 12 by 16 in here. 12 by 14 in here. Looks like they put on bigger porches. This might be the updated model. Yeah, this would be fine if you're just doing a little simple hunting shack, but not what I'd want to live in. 12 by 32. Oh, this mahogany is kind of a nice rich color. Take a look to see how this style is. So you can see, because of the loft, if you want the loft, you're going to have no headroom, except up there. There you're going to have normal headroom. That illustrates the difference between the height, the wall height of the lofted over there versus basically standard ceiling height. Yeah, so you gain a whole lot more room. And with my hat, I'm probably pushing 6 foot. So you can see there's not a whole lot of room here. I don't know how good that's showing up. I'll see it when I edit the video, but yeah, this one wouldn't work too good for shower area. Now, a space like this with the tall height would work for a kitchen area. You could make your own custom cabinets, real shallow, or do standard with an L in here. Have a cooktop in one section and a sink in the other, and you have room for a little mini fridge. But if I was doing this, I'd go with the 14 wide model. Much more room for the kitchen area, so you don't trip over yourself. But this one could be made livable, but I would go with the standard roof. I wouldn't go with the lofted look, just because of more options in the back. You have the ceiling height. There would just be basically attic space, or a bunk if that's permitted in your area. This is the one I would like to check out. This is a 14 by 40, and this thing looks absolutely massive compared to my 12-foot wide model. My gosh, this thing looks huge. Got a nice big porch, and then essentially you could have plenty of room for a little table there for, patio table. Oh, there's the sale price right there. There was the regular price. Yeah, $2,200 off. I'd go for that. But let's see how it is on the inside. We can get in here. Oh wow, this is huge. As you can see, compared to that one in the previous clip, this 14 wide model leaves you a lot more room for a kitchen space. I mean, that 2 feet is a huge difference. You might even have room for a small regular fridge in there, but it's the lofted style, so that would just be, again, attic space, unless you feel like crawling in and out of, up and down out of there, depending on your municipal codes. This one, 16-inch on center roof, must be because of the building size they go to 16. Yeah. Well, those are 16 on center roof. And here's where it comes in. If they thought about it just a little bit better, that would line up perfectly, and that would add a lot of strength to the roof structure. Like right there, that's perfect for adding strength. They have it placed right on top of the stud. I think this has mold issues. It looks like mold spatter or something. Maybe that's ink from when it was made, but that could be mold. So I don't know. But yeah, I would get the regular roofed version. And this one I would just have as, you could put easily 2 small bedrooms in here, or 1 big one, and you would just don't have the height for a proper shower, because once again, you know, my head's just a few inches below these, and you're not going to have much of a shower in here. You'd have to have a sit-down tub with a shower head to do your bathing in. You can make it work, but it wouldn't be as nice as a regular stand-up shower. You'd have to go custom sized because of the lower ceiling height. I think these are, no, not 72. I'd have to check the dimensions. But yeah, this size building I could turn into a house. I heard that these buildings are code compliant, but you have to have them inspected and stuff, probably change the windows out. You know, with a regular building, meaning regular roof, instead of the barn or lofted roof, you could go with bigger headers on the windows and doors for code compliance. And for 2x4 walls, you'd have to go with foam insulation, so after you're done wiring, foam insulate it and be done. I don't know about the floor, if you can get these insulated. That's probably an extra option, but you want to do some kind of insulation on the floor. So yeah, if you're in central Wisconsin, like where I am, contact Dave's Auto. I'll put a link in the description. I told him that I was going to be checking things out, and you know, he's been good to me, so we'll see if this video will help him sell more buildings. He sold at least like 70 something this year, so yeah, he's been busy selling buildings on top of his auto business. So yeah, this one I could live in. I'd have to check. Oh, it'd have to be 720 square feet, so I don't know how I would do that. I'd have to put an addition onto it, and it'd have to have a frost-proof foundation, so I'd have to do a frost-proof slab and then put it on, or have it built on site on a frost-proof slab. So that's an option. Just build it on site with a frost-proof slab and have the plumbing and everything all set to go through the slab. So I'd have to talk to the county building code person and see if that's an option. Until next time, folks, take care.